Well, I haven't given up. As you can see, she's now grown up a little bit and she's no longer in the womb. Um, so it's still a work in progress, obviously. I've made some significant changes to the system. I will show you a little bit of its behavior in a sec. I've changed the way what you might call reflectors are configured. I was using a very strange trick that was entirely parasitic, an experimental version that was meant to increase the impedance of displacement currents. It did work, but now I've gone slightly more classic and connecting to the actual feed's ground to a basically 3 vertical runs of aluminium and not linked at the top, so they're like curved vertical elements but all at ground potential. Right now she's just literally grounded on a ground rod, and I've also now added a magnetically variable step-up transformer, so it's slightly tunable. But when I say tune, I'm talking about tune for efficiency on transmit, not tune for impedance matching to 50 ohm. Okay, so at the moment it still needs a tuner, so there's lots to be figured out, but have a quick look anyway. All right, so she's transmitting at 5 watts. So from the back here I've got my meter, hopefully you can see that, and you can see she's, yeah, it's going up fairly high, but it's not whacking. Okay, I'm actually fairly close, probably a meter or so away. Now I'll just track around and see what happens as I come around the side. You can probably see she's hitting a bit harder, and now I'll sort of track around the front, and you can see she's hitting very hard now. Coming a bit closer, you might even see the LED light, even though it's very bright today. Oh, it's too bright to see that. But so I'll move further away. You can hear the meter hitting at this distance. And now, similar distance, it's hard for me to keep an exact distance and video, but I'll move around the back. I can't see that now, hopefully you can. But yeah, she's a lot weaker. I'll actually come in very close to the back now. She's hitting now, and I'm very, very close. Move a little bit away. She's dropped off significantly, okay. And I'll try to keep that the same distance. I'm just judging this based on the size of it in the screen. I'm not doing very well, but I'll try. Okay. So it's definitely got its pattern. One of the issues is when it's, well, before I made the mods, when it was in the air. Now, of course, this is becoming extremely hot in the E field. So, of course, even though I've got directivity when the transmission line's running all the way down, it still creates transient down the line. And of course, we can't overcome Faraday's laws of induction. But what I'm trying to do is come up with a way of reducing that, and line choking might not be the full-on saviour there, because this is running to very high potentials. So even if we choke currents down the line, it doesn't stop electric field lines ducting back down to that as a conductor. Ideally, I have transmission line ideas in my head, but I can't really make them without spending lots of money. But I'll keep at it. So there you go. So it's actually quite impressive. I'll just go one more run. I'll have a look. I'll come from here. So you can see, hopefully she's transmitting there. And I'll come around. So yeah, I'm fairly close, and she's sort of full scale nearly. I'll come around. You can hear it now. Move further away. Yeah, so she's definitely got a pattern. 7-3 and thanks for watching.